With the results from UFC 308 being finalized, I'm here today to bring you what I think should be the next fights for all the biggest names. Maybe not even the biggest names, but just the fighters who are worth talking about after the card, who their next opponent should be and why. And we're going to start off with the main event winner, Ilia Topuria, and I think his next fight should be Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes waited as the backup for this main event between Holloway and Topuria. Topuria just knocked out Max Holloway, the first person to do it. Insane. Still depressed and still recovering from it. But anyway, this is a great fight. Diego Lopes, he'll bring it every fight. You know he's gonna be there. He's gonna try to finish Topuria in the first round, and he's gonna try to finish him every round after. He's aggressive. He's not interested in seeing the scorecards. He's finished almost every fight he's won, other than his Evloev fight, which he lost, and his Brian Ortega fight, which he almost had Ortega out of there in round one. It looked like, if you look at the replay, he knocked him out with, I think, an overhand right, and then woke him back up with a left hook before he could hit the deck. And yeah, he's just going to bring the energy to Topuria. He's going to bring the fight to Topuria. Usually people are backing away from Topuria. Topuria's going to walk him down there just point fighting, jabbing as they're backing up. Not Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes is going straight into the fire. Topuria's going to bring it. It'll probably be a quick fight, but it'd be a great fight. And if Topuria wins this, you can justify a move up to 155 for a Topuria versus Makhachev super fight. Topuria going for double champ, and that's special because that's a fight I want to see. And yeah, so Topuria Lopes. I'm making a video tomorrow or the day after. It's going to be all the title fights, my title fight predictions for 2025. So I'll save when and where this fight should take place, I think, for that video tomorrow. Moving on, our loser of the main event, Max Holloway. I'm still depressed, man. I have him fighting Charles Oliveira in a rematch for the BMF belt. Winner of this can get a crack at Makhachev, and I think we have Gaethje and Hooker fight. Winner of because that fight could be made soon. Winner of that could fight Makhachev. I don't know. I gotta figure out how you work the lightweight division's timeline out, but this will be a great fight because there's a fight that's happened before. Oliveira lost because he had a shoulder injury, but for the BMF, I like Max at 155 a little better. He just got knocked out for the first time, so him being up a weight class without weight draining, this cut didn't even look bad for him though. But without him having to drain that much weight, his chin would be that much better. And if you're able to stand in front of Justin Gaethje and take punches at 155, I think you could take punches from pretty much anybody. And you're not fighting Ilia Topuria, who's this up and coming guy has really fast hands, like abnormally fast hands. And yeah, I think this is a great fight. This will be interesting because it's a new Oliveira and a new Holloway. It's a completely different fight now. And yeah, for the BMF. Moving on, the co-main event winner, Khamzat Chimaev. Who should he fight next? Come on, man. Israel Adesanya, because they could fight soon because Khamzat got that fight done quick. You're going to have Strickland versus Du Plessis. That's the fight that's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, they're going to make that fight. It's going to happen. So, in the meantime, this could be the number one contender fight. I don't know what you do with Nasruddin Imavov, but I have another name to fight Robert Whittaker in a second. But this fight, man, Khamzat Chimaev versus Izzy. Izzy, if he could stuff the takedowns, I think he could do it, but we saw what happened in the DDP, so Khamzat would probably destroy Izzy. But it's a good fight because Izzy could pick him off at range because he is lankier. He's one of the only guys that Khamzat's probably going to have a reach disadvantage and height disadvantage on. And if he can stuff the takedowns, it's the big question. But if he can do it, then he'll probably beat Chimaev, and he could probably get another title shot off of that. Just because you're beating Khamzat Chimaev. What is he now? He's at 14-0? But yeah, this will be a great fight. It's a big name. You could put this as a pay-per-view headliner, honestly, you could sell. As a co-headliner, it's even crazier to whatever headliner you have. But this is a fight. I really want to see it, and I hope the UFC can make it happen. If not, I get Izzy's but he'll probably fight like Nasruddin Imavov next. Because I saw a video of him watching that fight back, so he's probably studying tape for that fight. But this is the fight I really want to see. I know the fans want to see it. This would be a great fight. Moving on, Robert Whittaker, loser of the co-main event. I have him fighting Caio Borralho. He's just a contender on the rise. He beat Jared Cannonier. I literally don't remember that fight. I was falling asleep, not because it was boring, unless it was. I was just so tired that I wasn't really focused on that fight. But number 5 ranked versus Whittaker's probably going to be bumped down to number 4, 5, or 6. So Borralho might move down. But yeah, this is a great step up for Caio Borralho. If he wins this fight, it proves he belongs in the title picture and he's deserving of a title shot soon. But yeah, Whittaker, unfortunate. He's gonna need plates in his teeth. I saw a doctor talking about it because his teeth are on his tongue, and that's never fun when your jaw breaks in that fashion. But this will be a great fight. Yeah, moving on. Magomed Ankalaev, you all know what I'm going to say. Give him the title shot. He's beaten everybody. It kind of wasn't it was the least exciting fight of the main card, but yeah, no, that's all I can say about it. It was just the least exciting fight. I think Pereira wins this anyway. I don't think they're really trying to hide Ankalaev from Pereira, especially if Ankalaev plans to just strike, which I don't advise. I don't know how good Ankalaev is at wrestling. I know he had like a 37% takedown, or it was either 37% takedown percentage that he's able to land, or in fights, I don't remember. He's not a wrestler. He's not a main wrestler. He's just a technical, boring striker. That's not even that boring, but the Rakic fight was boring. The Blachowicz fight was alright. But this is the fight to make. This is the fight everybody wants to see. Moving on, Alexander Rakic. This is his 3rd loss in a row. 2 of them were, one real finish by Yuri. He injured his knee against Blachowicz, and he just lost a decision to Ankalaev. He's probably ranked around number 6 or 7. He should fight the winner of Anthony Smith versus Dominic Reyes, and I think it'll be Dominic Reyes, so that's why I have his picture here. I just think, he's kind of in like a Beneil Dariush situation. He's just a light heavyweight Beneil Dariush. He's losing to everybody at the top. He'll probably be a good gatekeeper and beat everybody below. He'll never escape the number 9 to number 5 ranked area. He'll never go higher. He'll never go lower. You probably won't see him fight for a title, but I think it's a good fight to make. If Dominic Reyes can beat him, that's crazy. He'll be a fight away from a title shot. And yeah, the Dominic Reyes career resurgence, if he were to beat Alexander Rakic, is insane, but Rakic will probably leg kick him and jab him, and eventually either go to late TKO or 30-27 decision, whether it's him or Anthony Smith, honestly. But this is the fight I think. This is the right fight to think I make. He could have this as a fight night headliner, co-main event, or maybe the prelim headliner or the first fight of the pay-per-view. That's where I see this type of fight landing, and I think it's the right thing to do. Moving on, Lerone Murphy. Got a win over Dan Ige, 29-28. And he called out Josh Emmett. And I think that's a good fight to me. Josh Emmett, he beat Bryce Mitchell last December. He hasn't fought in a while. So this fight will probably take place, based on recovery for Murphy, January if you push it, but February, March most likely. So Emmett will have just over a year off. Like about 15 months off. And, I mean, we saw Lerone Murphy get dropped by Dan Ige, and if that's Josh Emmett's fist, who knows if he's even getting the chance to recover, because I know Dan Ige hits hard, but Josh Emmett hits just a little bit harder. And, yeah, so it was a call-out from Lerone Murphy. I think it makes sense. Emmett's ranked 7. Murphy's probably going to be ranked around 10 or 9. Winner of this can move on to fight in a title elimination bout. And yeah, it'll be a good strike. It'll be a good striking display, these two. Moving on to the big name from the UAE right now. Another big name they're trying to build up, Shara Bullet. He knocked out Arman Petrosian with a double spinning back fist, which that's some technique I've never seen before, but all the power to him. And I have him fighting Michel Pereira. Bro, tell me this fight wouldn't be a banger. These guys, this would be an absolute banger. 1-round cardio fest. 2nd round slugfest for Shara. We'll probably have more cardio than Michel Pereira just because. And Yeah, dude, this is just a fun fight, bro. Tell me this would be a great fight, especially you can add it on another Abu Dhabi card because that's the only place Sharon Bullock can fight, and Michelle Pato will probably what's it called, gas out even quicker due to the heat in Abu Dhabi, and yeah, this is a great fight, bro. This is a fun fan friendly fight in my opinion, and yeah, moving on to potentially winner of fight of the year, Mateus Rebecki. I wasn't really gonna put anybody else, but I think he deserves to be on this list just because he won that dogfight, and I'm putting him in another dogfight because I think he should fight Drew Dober. Drew Dober, winner of this, is gonna be probably ranked around 17, like 16 to 20 in the division. Winner of this moves on to fight a ranked opponent, probably whoever is currently ranked 14 or 15 at the time this fight takes place, but Rebecca's going to need some time to recover after such a dogfight. They were both going back and forth, cuts everywhere. Orobai couldn't see out of his eye, which was nuts. That eye, the fact that the doctor walks in, holds up 2 fingers. Orobai, 2, that's it. That's all he needed. They just hold up the number 2 and they say he's good to go. Usually they do a bunch of numbers. I don't know what the hell that was about. But, yeah, man. Rebecki versus Drew Dober. It would be a banger. They'll probably just stand in the center, bang. We'll get a couple knockdowns and just see whose gas tank lasts longer and who's got more heart. But yeah, these were all the big names from UFC 308 that I think deserve to be in this video about fights to make next. And I think they're all good matchups. You let me know in the comments if you agree with these matchups or not. But yeah, that's it for me, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, guys.